once I made this sweatshirt, this is a turtleneck and it has zip. Since I made it, some people have been asking me to make a tutorial for them how to make this zip. But I want to tell you something. You have to know how to make it without zip before knowing how to make it with zip. So now I'm going to teach you how to make it without zip. After that, then if I see that this video got more engagement, like more comments, more likes, then I will move over to the process how I made it to have zip. So if you want the video to if you want a video on how I made this zip, just after watching this one I don't have zip and learning properly, then you have to like this video, leave a comment and say please make a video on how to make it with zip. Then you share the video to other knitters. Then with that I will know that yes, some people are willing to learn how to make it with zip. So now I'm going to teach you how to make it without zip, because that is the number one thing you have to know before moving over to the one that has zip. So if you watch closely to the back of the work, you see that it has a curve. It has a curve, and also the front also has a curve. Many people, if they want to do this kind of thing, you see that their own is straight like this. So this is what I'm going to teach in this tutorial that I'm about to do now. So if you are not subscribed to this channel, do it to subscribe, like this video, and also share the video after I see it, so that you will get the tutorial on how to put the zip. So let's move over to what we have today. Okay, the reason why I'm starting from the armpit is because I assume that many people know how to make it from the ribbon to the armpit. So if you also don't know how to make it from the ribbon, like you are finding difficulty making your work from the ribbon, you can say it in the comment section so that I will assist you. So I'm just starting from this armhole so that it will not be, the video will not be too long. So let's start. So now I'm going to shape, this is my 3-mount pin. I'm going to shape 3 now. Give to the next 3. Do it same here. Then I'm going to drive 2 rows. Now I'm doing it again. Doing it again. And drive 2 rows. So mind you, the size I'm doing now is 65. Sorry, I'm doing 55/60. Yes. So take note. So now I'm done with my armhole. I'm going to round it over to 10. Let's assume I got 206 on my counter. I'm going to just round it up to 210. So that's what I want to do now. I'm going to drive 4 rows. So this is the four rows. So now it has gotten to 210. So now look at what I'm going to do now. The second part of this thing now, this work, which means people don't know, is I'm going to drive 50 rows after my armpit. Now remember I said my counter is giving me 210 now. If I add that 50 rows, now I'm going to get 206. So these 50 rows now is what I'll drive before I'll get to my neck. So when I go to my neck, I'll show you how to do it. Let's drive 200 and let's drive 50 now. So guys, I'm done with my 50 rows, which is my counter now is giving me 260. Alright. So now let's move to the next part of this work, which is the essential part to create the turtleneck. So now let's go. I'm going to bring out the yarn, just a waist yarn. Now as I brought out my waist here, now I'm bringing out 9 pin both sides. This 9 pin both sides gives me 18 pins in total. So now I'm going to cast off these 18 pins. Now I'll cast it off. Now I'm going to tie here. I'll cast off this 18 pins. So let's go, let's cast it off now. So guys, if you watch now, I'm done with the casting off, and it gave me this loop here. So now this is another part, an essential place now that I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to bring out all the pins in the left hand side of my work, all the pins, which is I'm not going to be working with this now. Now this button over here, now I'm going to shift it backward so that all these things I brought out now are not going to knit. So that is it. So this is my 3-mouth pin. Watch closely what I'm doing here now. I will take my 3-mouth pin, pick this 3 that is here now, pass it to 2, bring out 1 and join it. Mind you, I'm not going to bring out all the pin out so that it is going to knit. Remember, I brought out all this pin now that is not going to knit. Me bringing out this one now will make the make this one to not knit. So I'm going to leave it here. So now I'm going to drive 5 rows first of all. Let's drive. Why I drew that 5 rows was because let my machine head be at the left hand side of this work. Yes. So now after these 5 rows, after the first 5 rows, what the next drive I'm going to be driving is 4 rows. So I will continue what I'm doing now. Collect 3, pass it to 2, bring down 1, shift it back. 4 rows, remember. So 4 rows. So now I'm going to be doing it until I got to 225 on my tape. So let's go. Let me make the video to be faster so that it not waste much time. Let's go. So now I've gotten to 25 on my tape. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to drive to my finishing. Now me driving to my finishing, I'm not going to just drive to my finish. I'm going to count, regardless that I have a counter. I'm also going to count with my head, because that counting I'm counting with my head, I'm going to use it when I'm doing this second part of the work. So that it will not be, this side will not be longer than this side. So now that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to count with my head what I'll drive get to. Let me see, my counter is my distance finishing is 300. I'm going to count with my head how many is it going to give me before I reach 300. So let me count. So guys, I'm done with the what is it called, the counting. What I counted was 30 to get to my 300, which is my finishing. So now that 30, I'm going to write it one side so that I won't forget it. So that I'm going to use this side. Why am I doing this side? Because when I'm doing this side now, this counter is not, the machine is not going to be hitting the counter and it's not going to be counting. So I'm going to apply that 30 I have in my head now, so that this side and this side is going to be equal. So now I'm going to cast off this one I'm done that I've done. So now this is the second part of the second neck. So now let me just show you how to move this machine to the side and start your work. First of all, you shift this button as you shift them first time and put your yarn inside. This first row you're driving is not important because you are going to lose it just after driving to the other side. So you just to bring your machine back to this side. So let's drive one. After driving one, I'm just using it. The aim is just to bring the machine head to the side. So now I'm going to start the work now. This is my, remember what we did that first time. You are going to do exactly what you did in the first neck to the second neck. So now remember what we did. So remember is you are stopping at 25 on your tape. So let's go. Remember it's 5 rows first, so before we enter to 4 rows. First row you are driving is 5. The next one you are going to drive now is 4. So this is what I am showing people. Please practice this. Now I can bring out my pin in full because there's no pin again that is outside. So it's only this one and the button is on the right position. Everything is going to me. So let's continue. Now this is where I'm going to apply the 30 rows that I'm talking about. So now let's drive. I'm going to drive 30 rows so that to complete to what I have there and the work will be equal. So let's drive. So now if C is equal, now it's equal because the 30 rows is what we got. So I'm going to cast off. So now if you watch closely now, this is the first part. It has a curve. So let's watch what I'm going to do now. Now I'm going to hang this one at 50 both sides. 50 both sides. Make sure it's on 50. So this side now I'm going to hang it back to where I cast it off, which is the 9. Which is 9. You can still shift it to just 10 so that it will not be, I'm hanging it at 10. So we'll just put it back. We call this part hanging. We are hanging it back. So after hanging it now, I'm going to just pull down the cap of all this work. We call all this thing cap, the pin cap. We pull it down. pull it down, all of them. Now I'm going to bring my selector. I'll select one by one. This is the best way to select your. Some people do 2 by 1, but the best one is 1 by 1. So, and if you watch to my own now, you see that it's 1 by 1, and you will see how it's very beautiful. So you advise to use 1 by 1. Alright, so I'm going to just remember what I said. Leave a comment, ask me any question, and I'll reply you, so that you get the next tutorial, which is putting the zip on the sweatshirt. So after that, now in normal circumstance, when you are doing a normal round neck, you usually drive 50 rows. You usually drive 30 rows in normal circumstance when you are doing normal round neck. For this one now, the only difference with round neck and turtleneck is that when you are driving this one is going to be higher than the round neck. Remember, round neck is 30 rows. Now this one now is going to be double. Some people will just say they can drive. You can still drive 60, but I will advise you to just drive okay, you can still drive it at 60. It's okay. Let's just test it at 60 first. 60 rows. We'll drive 60 rows. There's only difference between round neck and turtleneck. So let's drive 60 rows. Let me make the video too fast. Remember, you are using a tighter tension. So now this is 60 rows. I'm going to fold it. First of all, I'll bring down all these pins down. Make sure you pick this thing in the right position. So now if you watch closely, now we are done with the first part, and there's one mistake that many knitters does, and which is not proper. Anytime you make a work, being it any ribbon at all, being it the down ribbon, your wrist ribbon, you have to dip your hand inside like this. Dip your hand inside and drag it. After dragging it, you see that it will be better. So now you see, this is the first part of the work. So let me take you through how to make the back. This time I'm not going to drive 50 rows, remember. Now you're going to look yourself. Since my finishing is 300. Now you're going to drive to 290. When you get to 290, that's where you stop. Then I'll show you people how to make your the back to be curved. So now let's start. See, now I'm going to make the video to be faster right now so that it will not be so long. So let's just drive to 290. So let's go. So guys, this is 290. Let me show you people how to make it. Still yet, they are still going to divide the center, but you are not dividing it 9 which is 18 pin. Now they are going to divide a larger one, which is 15 30 pin in total. 15 give us 30 pin in total. So now I'm going to just cast off the 30 pin now.
So if you watch now, I'm done with the both the front and the back. So what I'm going to do now is just to join it together. If you watch, the back it has curve, so we are done with the both the front and the back. So now we are about to join it together and see the results.